Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. This is Enzo. Today we're going to be taking on the challenge to see if we can defeat impossible mode from Svalbard without leaving. So this is going to be an interesting game. We're going to set our speed to max. I will be explaining the strategy in just a sec. So initial type of thing that we need to do, we just need to get up a port. We need to ally everyone around us. So this is a challenge I wanted to do. I want to see if you can defeat impossible mode, which has actually gotten a bunch harder, with only having this land. So I'm going to have to blow up the entire Earth. But the problem that I have is that the wind condition for open front, it's based around 80% of non-irradiated land. So I have to systematically eliminate different parts of the Earth, cutting them up into pieces in order to get the win. So for right now, I just need to get out some warships, protect my homeland. I'm going to try to get out a few more ports. The main strategy that we're going to be using is infestation maxing. I have done it in multiplayer, but not as recently, where we're going to go infest the entire map. We're going to do something of no one can trade but me. So for right now, we've got out 3 warships right here. If you don't know, one of the weaknesses of nations in this game is that they have limited amounts of warships they can build. That is my understanding. So for right now, we're gonna get up a couple more of these ports just because we want to trade with other people. We're also going to get up our warship fleet so no one can get over. And with those 4 ports, I think our next step, we're gonna get up a SAM launcher just because I think with all our piracy we're going to be doing, some people are likely going to be mad. So we've got up this SAM launcher. We don't really know what's happening on the world. It looks like Turkey's going down. Mongolia's taken over. There are some hydras. Apparently these nations now hydrogen bomb. Algeria is actually going into Asia. So we may have a very strong Algeria at this point. And now the plan is basically we're just going to get up a bunch of warships and start cutting off all global trade because that is what we're going to need. I don't think that the nations can take us out with the hydrogen bombs. I'm guessing Algeria is going to be able to take over all of Asia and all of Africa, which they are already doing. Washrak to all the Algerians watching this video. Colombia has taken over South America. Polar Bears is now controlling North America as it should. Canada has moved to Greenland, so that'll make sense. So we just need to keep on hitting the 7 key, taking over all this. You see Algeria backstabs Turkey, takes out that. We just want to cut up the world into pieces so that no one can get to 80% of the map. Even though Algeria's at a very high percentage, we just want to prevent that, so we're going to keep on doing this. And I think from this point in time, how we're going to do this is I'm going to put this up to basically super speed. So this is going to be time-lapse. We're probably going to leave the game running at max speed for an hour just so I can get up enough gold because it's going to take a ton of gold to be able to take over the entire map. So I just need to go and pirate trade, make sure all of my warships prevent anyone from getting across, and then we're going to take on the tough freaking task of taking out Algeria. So I will see you when we get to the finish line with that. Alright, so we just passed the 500 million point mark. You can see that many of these nations, they have built up crazy infrastructure and bases. Look at Colombia with all these freaking trains and stuff like that. And I kid you not, I don't know if 500 million is enough to take out Algeria, but we're going to try. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put in 2 MIRVs on them. And then we're going to just start clearing. Oh, you know what we need to do? I didn't even realize we needed this. I'm going to actually get up 2. I'm going to get up a couple more SAMs. I think 4 is probably good enough. We'll actually do 5, just because we don't want to get totally bamboozled with this. So let's get up a couple more missile silos. Let's get that up to max speed. We're going to do this at 1 time speed, just because I don't want the game to break. Some of you probably know that OpenFront has some performance issues. So let's launch in a double MIRV. Let's actually do triple. Let's see what a triple MIRV does on Algeria. This should clear the vast majority of its base, get rid of most of their infrastructure, and now we have the horrendous job of cleaning everything up. So we're going to do 1 Hydra right here, and what you will find with this is there's so many freaking little crumbs of nations left that this isn't like as straightforward as you might think. Because Algeria is just going to keep on taking back everything. So we've already burnt a lot of our stuff here, clearing most of this. We've got out most of Asia and Russia, so, and in the world and stuff like that. Turkey has, funnily enough, gotten over here, and I think we clear out most of them, just because that seems like a good call. With all this, we've gotten rid of almost half of our resource bank. We gotta take out some of the stuff in Japan, too. I think we also start getting over some more warships to some of these areas, just because it's going to take a little bit of time. Let's clear Europe right here. We don't want to blow up our warships if we can avoid that. That would ideally be better. Let's do 2 atom bombs right there. And we've done a pretty good job. So you see that took out half of our arsenal in order to clear them. And I will already tell you, they are going to come back. They're going to revive from the freaking ashes in one of these weird-ass places. So let's blow up the UK. They can actually live here on the Faroe Islands, more or less, if they want to. Let's try to blow up all these little specks. And I think we'll get the game speed probably going back up. The thing is where we want them to live. We want Algeria to just live in Madagascar. They can move to Madagascar. They can live there. You can see they're literally just building all this other stuff. Let's get the game speed back going up to max so we can try to see where these, like, recovery plans are. The problem with atom bombs is that it's just kind of tough to clear everything here. We're also going to allow them to live. Algeria can live on this island right here. So we're going to get out some warships over here. You see the freaking recovery. We're going to blow up all their other stuff. But they're freaking coming back from the ashes from all of these little patches that are left. Oh, we accidentally got down here. That's not allowed. So we got to blow up our own stuff. We're not allowed to be on the mainland. We're going to hit here. So we have burned half of our resources, destroying all of Europe and Asia. And we're just going to sit and chill for a second. You see this? You see this? Algeria was trying to make a comeback right here. Coming back with, like, little itty-bitty pieces of land. So we're just going to monitor this. We're going to monitor and make sure Algeria cannot come back so we can be efficient with this stuff. Polar Bear's still doing really well. And one of the things we might do, even though it's kind of out of our order of operations, is we might blow up Australia. Because Australia, they have the opportunity to take all of this back. And we do not want to allow that. So with them, I'm going to just pepper a lot of their base. I'm also going to mess up Turkey a little bit too. Australia is going to be allowed to have New Zealand. They can live in New Zealand. So we're just going to blow up all of this. This is going to get rid of most of their pop. It's going to be a lot cheaper than a MERV. Hopefully get rid of a lot of this other stuff. And let's go try to blow them just completely off the face of Australia. Turkey, I don't think we leave, to be really honest. So we hit all this. We have an okay amount of bombs left, just because. We're going to send in all that. We have not seen a resurgence from Algeria, so I'm going to hope that they're gone. I'm going to also put up some of those bombs over there. So Australia's gone. Australia is off the face of the planet, which is perfect. We wanted that. And now we need to turn our attention to the polar bears. Once we make sure Australia does not try to revive itself from all of these little pixels. So let's go up to max speed. Make sure there's none of Australia left. We can even check out the leaderboards. It looks like they're gone. So perfect. We have decimated Europe and Algeria, who now lives in a couple of islands in a few places. Canada, I think we can leave for right now. So polar bears, I think the thing we got to do with them, well, I'm considering if we can allow Canada here. We can probably allow Canada for right now. So polar bears next in line. We're going to actually triple MERV them. And let's watch all that go in. So there goes most of their base. We need to now start bombing big parts of their center. Just knock out all of their pop. We have not seen counter missiles at all. I think one thing we might have to consider too is that we might need, we might need to blow up Canada first with all this, because I think some of their SAM lines are probably going to mess with a lot of this. So I'm going to just lob in a bunch of bombs here on Canada, do all this. We're actually burning out a lot of our stuff, and we probably should have done one at a time. So I'm going to just do a pivot. I'm going to get rid of Canada here. I'm going to get rid of most of their stuff, knock them out of this area, because that will be important. They don't have any opportunity to recover here. You can see they have all these freaking pixels. They can actually live on Iceland, though. I will allow Canada to be the new Iceland. Okay, so polar bears has recovered, and this is the whole problem with this whole, like, idea, because we have to slowly take off one person at a time And if anyone ever gets back, it's just going to be disaster. We don't want to allow anyone to get through. So I think we're pretty good with that. Canada has moved to Iceland. And polar bears from here on, we've got about 60 hydras. I think we can do this. So let's do some big hydras in the middle. Just try to knock out a bunch of their pops so they're not retaking stuff. And now we go and we clear this. We're going to clear all of this. We're slowly getting rid of all of this stuff. Our trade is still probably okay for the most part. So we're gonna let them recover a little bit. And we're probably just gonna hit with some atom bombs at first. I think that's a good call. So, have we taken out the polar bear nation? We have destroyed polar bears. And now that leaves Antarctica and Colombia. So one of the things with Antarctica, we've definitely strangled a lot of their trade. We're just gonna make sure that no one gets over here to West Antarctica. That's what I want. I'm also probably just gonna go for Colombia first, because I think they're just such a menace. I mean, look at their freaking nation with all those freaking train tracks. It's time to get rid of that, because Svalbard has to take over the world. Svalbard needs to take it over. So we're gonna just do, the Hydra route. Keep on hitting in all of this, decimating their pop. Slowly clear them down. And then we go for Antarctica after this. And part of the challenge with this next step is we're probably gonna have to clear both parts of Antarctica at the same time, because you can see that Antarctica's occupation percentage is creeping up to a lot higher than it used to be. So they're at 73%. We're going to get rid of most of them. Let's just make sure that we have gotten rid of Colombia here. Adios, Colombia. Que tengas un buen día. Hasta luego. In Antarctica, I think we just clear them from this round. That we just kind of do hydros down the coast, and we clear most of them. So, first thing we just want to check. No one is getting back to take over the world. So let's just double make sure that. We don't want anyone crossing anywhere, because if anyone ever crosses, we could lose the game, and it would be terrible. So, with Antarctica right here, we're going to just go down the line and do a bunch of hydros. And hopefully just totally eliminate them. But you see how quickly they're, like, recovering from all this. So that's really good. We've been systematic on that part. It's only an hour of in-game time at this point. So we've cleared out most of that. I don't think West Antarctica is going to have enough, so we should be all right with this. Let's just make sure we get rid of all of Antarctica here. We're still farming trade. We got 75 mil. You see this? They're trying to resist. They're trying to recover. So let's send in some atom bombs right there. Make sure that all looks good. Antarctica, where are they now? They are gone. Perfect. So from here, let's start doing the same thing with West Antarctica. We're probably gonna blow up a bit of our warships, which will be unfortunate, but should be okay. So we just do this, this, and does that clear them out? We see that all going in. Perfect for us. In Algeria, wherever they're at, they're probably just in Madagascar. They're the kind of last remnant of this. So let's do 2 more of these. Hydros right in on them, and we've gotten rid of most of what we need to. So, perfect. Now all we really need to do is just start eliminating these other nations piece by piece. So we go in there, we get rid of the Madagascarian Algeria, East Antarctica. You over here in New Zealand, that's going to be gone. So we're just going to do a bunch of atom bombs, be efficient in that regard. Now they are gone. Perfect. So Algeria's over here. We can now take out them. We should probably have gone for Canada first. We're now sitting in first place. That is perfect. One of the other things we got to do with this, we got to just delete all this basically nation land and the stuff that wasn't irradiated. The world is a complete hellscape. Algeria now lives at this one nation right here. You can see Canada, like, trying to escape and stuff. They're trying to escape. Benin Legion, you can see the second biggest nation in the world. We're at 67%. And that should pretty much be it. I would think, oh, Canada, they're recovering. They weren't taken out. And that is how you win from Svalbard. So it is possible. Let me know if you want to see any other challenges like this in the future. I'm sure there could be some interesting ones. And take care, everyone. Bye-bye.